Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about solving proportions using multiplication. The nice thing is, we've already been doing this. So the idea is mental math asks, what are we multiplying? We can use that to find an answer. We have the process where we can solve for x, and we also have the process where we can use our calculator. So, again, I'm going to go through those three methods because we want as much practice as possible. If I did forget to go over this in class, I apologize, and especially since this is the third round. However, what I've been meaning to tell you is to make sure that you are choosing one of these three to get really good at. I don't suggest mental math is what you get really good at. The reason is it fails. I'd get really good at the process or the shortcut of the process because the process never fails. And if you get good at the shortcut, you're still using the process, just using the shortcut. Okay? So here's our three ways of doing it. We have mental math, and that is what makes 7 go to 21. Now, this question can be tricky because a lot of people would sit there and just add. Well, you have to add 14, so I'm going to add 14 to 5. What we're really asking is what makes 7 go to 21 is what multiple takes 7 to 21? Or what factor can we take out of 21 to get 7? So remember, and I'm going to write those here real quick just so we have a translation because we're asking both questions in one. Otherwise, we just have to know more, understand more, think of more, and we're trying to shortcut. We're trying to ask a question that our brain already knows, oh, there's two things I have to think about. And that is what multiple, oh, I started writing W when I was trying to write multiple. Multiple takes 7 to 21. Well, that basically we're just asking what do we multiply 7 by to get 21, and that is 3. We're also asking what factor can we take out to go from 21 to 7. This is everything that's going on if you're doing the mental math correctly. And again, that number is still 3. This is asking multiply, multiple. This is asking take out of, or take out, and that's divide. So if we divide 21 by 3, we get 7. If we take 7 times 3, we get 21. How we're going to use that is we're going to take that same number. We're going to ask ourselves, okay, if I go from left, 7 to 21, I have to multiply this guy. And if I go right, I have to divide and go this guy. So if 21 divided by 3 is 7. Well, x divided by 3 is 5. I don't have a real number there. It's easier if I go back up here to multiply and say, okay, if I read left, right, 5 times 3 is, and then replace that x with whatever it is. So that's 5 times 3 is 15. Therefore, x equals 15. This is everything, again, that goes into our mental math. There is a lot there. To me, there's more doing mental math in this case than there is just in the process. The process just says this. Okay, I'm going to take these, and then I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. That's going to get me 7x. And that's going to get me 105. Then I'm going to set those equal. And then I'm going to solve. As I do that, I'll find my answer. In other words, I have 7 groups of x and a total of 105. How many are in each group? So I have to divide up each group And I have 7 of them, so I take 7 groups and I divide them evenly, which means I have to take the 105 and now place them evenly in those 7 groups. When I do that, I'm going to get my calculator because I don't have that number memorized. 105 divided by 7 equals 15 equals x, which is the same answer we got down here. So we have an answer here of x equals 15 and an answer here of x equals 15. And look how much I was thinking about this. I technically didn't have to write it. This is thinking, but this is the correct thinking compared to our process. And then our shortcut basically just does everything in fast forward. What it does, 5 over 7 equals x over 21. The fast forward part is this. You're going to find the diagonal that has numbers, and you're going to multiply those. Multiply. And then you're going to divide by what's left. So you're going to take your answer and divide by what's left. Well, that means I'm going to take 5 times 21 equals 105. Now, notice how I had already done that over here. This is why it's the shortcut. So that's 105. And then I divide by what's left, and that's what I did down here. And so I'm going to divide by 7, and I'm going to get 15. So x equals 15. The reason it's a shortcut, look how much less we even had to do than our process, because most of it was done on our calculator. And most of this was all done on paper, but it still shows less than what I had to think about. And I had to get everything correct, going the right directions. Was I multiplying, dividing? Was I adding and subtracting, which I don't do in proportions? What exactly was I doing? There's a lot to keep track of mental math. That's why it's actually easier and better to learn the process or the shortcut. If you have any questions, make sure you email those to me. Have a safe night and enjoy the rest of your evening.